Welcome back to Growing Your Savings Using Blue Chip Stocks. Today is January 2nd, 2023, and we have reached the end of 2022. Prices were updated on Friday. We have ended this very rough year down. We're going to check in with our listing of Canadian stocks on the TSX and our US stocks on the New York Stock Exchange and NASDAQ, as well as my 4 fantasy TSX portfolios to see how they're doing. So our $5,000 portfolio ended the year down 8%. Our $10,000 portfolio broke even. Our $25,000 portfolio ended the year down 3%. And our $100,000 portfolio, which closely reflects the TSX as a whole due to the variety of stocks in the portfolio, ended the year down 3%. We will take a look at the income generated by all 4 portfolios. Even with a down market, each stock is paying you money. With that money, we will buy more stocks and grow the value. The more shares you have, the more dividends you will receive. Remember that you're in this to grow your savings and your stocks are paying dividends. Blue chip stocks are slow and steady growth. You aren't going to get rich overnight, but the earlier you start investing, the more you will gain in the long run. So this year was down. All these prices, all the stock prices are way down. So this is a good time to buy more stock. As we're going to notice, the dividends are what is making you money when you're in this for the long run. So things to remember, the prices on the stock market will go up and down with the economy and world events. And this year, 2022, this past year I should say, is a really strong indicator of how they go down with world events in the economy. With blue chip stocks, the dividends are fairly secure. They will pay out at the same rate no matter the value of the stock. And this is what we are showing this year, where you have actually made money in a very, very bad market. So dividends can be used to buy more stock. And dividing your money evenly into each of the 5 sectors shown will create a stable portfolio. When one commodity goes down, the others tend to go up. And when the market takes a tumble like it did this year, this is when you want to buy. The stocks are very depressed right now, but they're still paying the same dividend. So take your money, buy more stock than you could have at the beginning of the year with your cash, or reinvest your dividends. And so just as a reminder, this is for information purposes only, and I take no responsibility for any gains or losses you experience in the market. So taking a look at our Canadian portfolio, manufacturing and industry actually ended the year on a 2% gain as an average. You can see by the green, we've got gains here. Shawcor, for example, has rebounded incredibly, 134%. From the beginning of the year till now. Consumer goods and services are down slightly, 4%. We've got some strong gains here, offset by some other losses. Finance was the biggest loser this year, and the finance sector in our Canadian portfolio that we're watching is down 24%. Resources and commodities definitely had a strong year, all solidly in the green with a gain of 26%. Utilities actually started the year pretty well with all green, but it's now down 9%. So the Canadian stocks that we're watching overall down 3%. Honestly, that's not too bad given the state of the market overall. 3% loss, pretty good. So taking a look at the US side, definitely the US side has taken a harder hit than the Canadian side. Our manufacturing and industry is down an average of 14% overall. Consumer goods and services down 4%. That's not too bad. That's actually come back since the beginning of the year. We've got some seriously strong gains with Lamb Weston, McKesson, Molson Coors, 30% up. Molson Coors. Sounds like people are drinking a lot of beer during the pandemic. Finance in the US, just like in Canada, solidly in the red. Down 26% on the year. Resources and commodities, it's kind of bucking the trend in the US. They're down 11%. And utilities is down 16% for an overall average loss of 13% in the US side. So taking a look at our Canadian fantasy portfolios, our $5,000 portfolio, which is only showing one stock in each sector, we're down 8% on the year. We got a big gain in Suncor at 20%, but we've got Bank of Nova Scotia in the finance sector down 28% on the year. So we lost $281 since the beginning of December and $428 overall. Not too bad. Our dividend income for the $5,000 portfolio ends the year at $210.16. So next week, you're going to see where I'm going to buy more shares with that $210, and we're going to expand our portfolio. Our $10,000 portfolio, not too bad actually. It broke even this year. We ended the year at $10,013, which is, we lost $559 from last week, but we gained $277 overall. So it wasn't quite enough to bump us up to 1%, but it's not a loss. Our dividend income for the $10,000 portfolio ends the year at $391.74, which I will invest in more stocks. So next year you will see the $10,000 portfolio grow a bit. Our $25,000 portfolio lost 3% over the year. We ended the year at $23,051. That's a loss of $2,400 since the beginning of December and $1,800 overall. Not too bad. Our dividend income payout for the year will be $776, which I will reinvest during this week, and it will show in next week's video. Our $10,000 portfolio ended the year with a loss of 3%. So we are down to $89,691. It's a $8,000 loss from the beginning of December and a $9,000 loss overall on the year. Not too bad when you're figuring it's $100,000. Our dividend income that we have to reinvest ends the year at $2,674.66. I will spend this week researching my portfolios and decide where I'm going to reinvest that to get the best dividend return. So don't be scared about this. It has been a bad year. It's been a bad year overall for the entire market, finance, everything. So it's still the best place to invest your money is in blue chip stocks because, as you can see, they do pay you. And these are the blue chip stocks are the great companies, the good, strong companies that probably are not going to go anywhere. And this is probably one of the best times ever to invest your money. Even if we do lose a little bit more in 2023, the stock prices are still low and they are going to go up. Recessions and market downturns do not last forever. This market will rebound. So watch next week. Join me next week on January 9th, and I'll show you where I reinvest the dividends.